Now that Skeleton Crew has come to an end, it is now time to rank all live-action Star Wars shows from worst to best. Starting off dead last with The Acolyte, this show's writing was absolutely atrocious. Pretty much everything is wrong with this show, the dialogue is laughable, the acting performances are very weak. However, I will say there is still some good, such as the phenomenal lightsaber choreography and characters such as Chimera. Next we have the Book of Boba Fett. They completely Disneyfied and tarnished Boba Fett's character. They turned him into this crime boss that seems to befriend everybody. And it's just overall an extremely boring show with not a lot going on, and they tried to shoehorn in a lot of cameos towards the end. Moving on to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, this is the definition of disappointment. Extremely lackluster and disappointing, and the writing is honestly on the same level as a toddler. It's a show that doesn't tread on any new grounds, and eventually it turns into the Reva show. Next we have the most recent addition to this franchise, and that is Skeleton Crew. It's a very heartwarming and refreshing show, and I loved how it was very reminiscent of E.T., Stranger Things, and a little bit of Goonies. The cast of kids did a fantastic job, great performances all around, and especially Jude Law's Jodie Norwood. It's a very simple but effective story that works so well, and it's managed to capture the magic that the Star Wars franchise has lost. Next we have Ahsoka. The show managed to give us some great new characters such as Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati. It's not perfect by any means. Baylan Skoll carried this show 100%, and those Clone Wars flashbacks were incredible. Definitely loved the World Between Worlds sequence. 100% is the highlight of the show. However, the filler episodes do let it down. Coming in at number 2, we have The Mandalorian. Seasons 1 and 2 were the pinnacle of Star Wars, really revived this franchise, some really peak moments in the first 2 seasons. However, when it comes to season 3, it drags this show quite literally into the mud. We have pointless shoehorned in cameos such as Jack Black and Lizzo, and they are clearly losing the plot here. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Andor. This show is simply phenomenal. It's dark, it's gritty, the writing's off the scales. From the incredible world building to the acting performances, the action sequences, this show really does have it all. And what makes this show so good is that it has a clear plan from start to finish, and it bridges the gap perfectly between this show and Rogue One.